Leo, what's up, y'all? How you doing? It's now time for your April 2023 main monthly reading. For those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please check the description box of this video. That's where you're going to find everything you need to know. All right, I got to find a deck that I'm feeling here first. How about this one? All right, so we're starting the April readings off with the singles. I haven't put the singles up in the front of the line in a few months, I don't think. So we're starting off with y'all. Let's just do a general energy check and see whatever wants to come through. Not putting a solid intention into it. We got that Hermit energy screaming at us there. Could be a Virgo you're interested in for some of you. Some of you might be interested in a person that is a bit of a loner. Or maybe they just have this enigmatic, mysterious aura about themselves. And naturally, when somebody feels mysterious and distant, that tends to be intriguing. So some of you may not even know exactly what it is that you like about this person. But yeah. But for a lot of you, though, I think maybe this person kind of prefers to be a bit of a loner. Two more shuffles, two more. Okay. Oh. This person is guarded. Oh, what's going on here? So, man, wait a minute. What in the world? What in the... Okay. I'm kind of feeling like, yes, something is going to happen between the two of you. Y'all are probably, if you haven't already, I see y'all probably at least hooking up with this person. But this person's very, very guarded. And if they're not a loner, I don't know what else to think. This looks like a person who kind of like prefers to be by themselves, doesn't really want to let anybody in here. They're still carrying a lot of vibrational baggage from the past, and they got their guard up. So you might be able to sleep with this person possibly, but they're just not letting you in. And you may take offense to that. Especially like if you dump energy into it and you do the best that you can to make them feel good about themselves, give them compliments and all this stuff. And some people just don't like that. And it may trigger their defenses a little bit. I'm one of those types of people. I feel that totally. Compliments make me feel so awkward. I don't like it. Whenever people start giving me all these compliments, I'm like, okay. Makes me feel so fucking awkward. I don't like it. And that's kind of what I'm feeling about this person. It looks to me like this is something you're dumping a lot of energy into. And it kind of triggers their defenses. And it might lead to some drama between the two of you. It very well may. I think you're going to get offended. The way they react and the way they're acting with being guarded and defensive, I think it's probably going to offend you and lead to a fight. However, y'all get past it, more than likely. You'll get past it. I don't know, though, because the Hierophant and the Empress are both reversed. Let me dig a little bit deeper. Wow, this went a lot deeper than I thought it would. This went a lot deeper than I thought it would. Okay. Let's look at their energy. Let's dig their energy up a little bit deeper. See what's really going on with this person. Four of Cups. 10 of Wands again. See, there it is. 4 of Cups. Yeah. This person has some serious self-esteem issues. And I got news for you. If somebody has self-esteem issues, no, there's nothing you can do about that. I forget what sign I was just telling that to the other day. I think it was Cancer, as a matter of fact. But if somebody got self-esteem issues, it don't matter how many compliments you give them or what, they have to work on that themselves, you know? But yeah, they got some serious self-esteem issues. More than likely was in at least one really abusive relationship. Hangman. And they're probably just bottling it up and burying it and not wanting to let you know. Yeah, see, they're in the middle of a rough transition. Now, how long have they been going through this transition? I don't know. Depends on how long you've known this person. For those of you who just recently connected with this person, like say within the past couple of months, at the time the two of you connected, they were going through something very rough and very difficult. I feel like they were going through a separation. Okay, they separated with somebody and they are not over it. Oh no, they are not over the last person they separated from. Absolutely not. They know that if they allow themselves to, they could fall head over heels, stupid, in love with you. And they're afraid of that. They're afraid of giving you that kind of power. They're afraid of giving you that kind of power. Death card. Yeah, see? Okay. All right. So not bad intentions, just very guarded. Very, very guarded. Has nothing to do with you. Don't get offended. Don't take it personal. It ain't got nothing to do with you. All right. Well, let's see. I guess let's just see the outcome. Let's see how this is turning out. Page of Cups. Okay. Tower card reversed. So, like I said, I think you all get through it. You will. There'll probably be some issue. Again, there it is again. See? Yeah. It's probably bound to end up popping off and y'all end up not really seeing eye to eye. Not only that, but we got Mercury retrograde coming up, pre-shadow and all that good stuff. And on top of that, man, yeah, like I said, I feel like this person is a bit of a loner. But I think you all will make it through. I think you will make it through. Let's get the advice then. Let's get this advice. What's the best advice for Leo? Single Leos and the person they're interested in. What's the best advice? Three of Cups. Do the best you can to get to know them on a psychological level. They have to feel comfortable opening up to you. Okay. Now, how do we get somebody to feel comfortable opening up to us? Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to somehow make it known that in your presence, it is a judgment-free environment. That's the first thing that you got to make known. When you're hanging with me, shit, there ain't no judgment here. I ain't judging you based on your past. Shit, I got a past. I should have trophies on my wall for doing stupid shit and repeating toxic cycles. And, I ain't judging you based on your past. Shit. My only thing is I'm transforming, I'm evolving, and I got goals, and I plan to change. My past doesn't define me. Are you with me on that? You want to be a team player with me on that journey? And so they got to feel like, oh, okay, so maybe I can open up to you. Okay. So then their guard starts to let down. They open up a little bit, and then you don't judge them. It's totally cool, And then after a while, they'll let their guard down. And then hopefully the two of you can link up heart to heart as well. So don't rush it. Don't go too fast. Get to know them on a psychological level and make them feel comfortable. You can't make them let their guard down, though. You can provide a comfortable environment in your presence, but they have to choose to let their guard down, and you have to be patient enough to allow them to do that. If you don't feel like fucking with all that, then walk away. Just walk away. This is the type of situation that's going to require some patience if you want it to go anywhere. If you feel like that's unnecessary, I'm not mad at you. I feel like that's unnecessary too. I do. Me personally, tarot cards aside, I ain't got no time for that shit. I don't. Nope. It's your responsibility as an adult to heal yourself. If you're broken, fucked up, and hurt, I get it. Not saying I don't get it. I totally get it. However, it's your responsibility to go on a healing journey as an adult. You got to heal yourself. And if you're so broken that, no, I got no time for that. Sorry, I just don't. But some of you may not feel that way. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all see things differently. We all feel differently. And for those of you who don't view it that way, it's going to take some patience. Okay. All right. Now let's look at the person from the past. Let's take a look at the person from the past. Thank you, Jay, for that super chat. Appreciate you. Let's get a general energy check on Leo and the person from the past. Three of Cups reversed. Some of you got out of a third party situation. Possibly. Two more. Okay, so this person is still very heavily guarded as well. But neither of you have fully moved on from this. Ooh, I'm kind of feeling like a reconciliation attempt is more than likely going to happen. There's a lot of energy pushing for it. A lot of energy pushing for a reconciliation attempt. For the Death and the Tower card, both to come out reversed in the same spread. There's a lot of energy pushing for reconciliation. Neither of you have fully moved on from this. Okay, but I feel like this person is just too heavily guarded. So you're holding back. You're not coming forward. I feel like they're holding back. And there's that Hermit again. So the Ten of Cups is in the reverse. So there may be a reconciliation attempt, but I feel like it's going to be a failed attempt. Let's look at this person's energy and see how they feel about you. What's their energy? How they feel about you? Nine of Cups. So they feel like you've moved on. They think you've moved on and you're happy without them. Seven of Cups. So, yeah, their number one priority right now is they're trying to find somebody new. Yeah, that's all they really want to do. They're trying to mirror your energy back to you. I feel like deep down, they would reconcile if they thought it was possible. But they feel like you've moved on and you're happy without them. So they want to mirror that energy back to you. So they're hoping to try to find somebody new to, make you think that they're moved on and happy too. So Page of Cups reversed. Yeah, they don't want to be the one to reach out with a love offer. They don't want to be the one. Page of Pentacles reversed. Y'all are mirroring each other. Mirroring each other. They probably have made some attempts to get your attention in the past as well. Okay. All right. Well, let's see if they're ever going to take any kind of action. Are they ever taking any action towards Leo? Seven of Pentacles reversed. Six of Pentacles, Three of Cups. No, they're. I think the most that they're going to do is try to get your attention a few times. You know, like maybe they'll post something directed towards you, hoping that you see it. You know, or something like that, hoping to see if they can get a bite and reel you in. But in the meantime, no, they're allowing the tower to burn to the ground whilst playing the victim. It's all your fault, Leo. Such a horrible person. Okay, yeah, I don't see them doing anything to actually get around blocked communication. If it's blocked, because I mean, just because somebody blocks you, you can fucking figure out how to communicate with them if you want to. That don't mean nothing. But I don't see them doing anything to try to get around that. Like if they have you blocked, I don't see them unblocking you. Okay, well, let's get the advice. Let's see if it would be a good idea for Leo to initiate communication. Would that be a good idea? Oh, boom. Two of coins. Lover's card reversed. Well, you know what? Six of Swords reversed. Maybe a conversation would be good for the two of you to have, honestly. Well, okay. It depends on how long it's been. For those of you who are dealing with a situation that's fairly recent, give it some time. Now, if this was 6 months ago, 8 months ago, a while back, maybe a conversation does need to be had. Maybe it does. Because here's what happens. We're with somebody, and then we separate from them. And at that moment, our memory takes a snapshot of that person. Okay? And that snapshot is how we view them through our current lens. And then we keep that snapshot up here of who they are. Then we go our own separate ways. We do some growing, some evolution, some change, and you don't even really realize how much change you're making. And then, but you're still holding that snapshot. And then you go back to them. Now you look at everything differently now. And then you see them again. And they look a little bit different. A little bit different. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Hold up. You're comparing them to the snapshot you have in your mind. And it's like, is the light shining on you at a different angle now? Or you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times what that does is that alleviates a lot of weight off your shoulders. A lot of it. You're like, oh, I see who you are now. Okay. Makes the process a lot easier. Okay. Yeah, I think a conversation does need to be had between the two of you. I think so. All right, now we're going to look at the current person. Current person. Remember, if you're not experiencing problems with your current person, this is not for you. What's the issue? What's the problem? What's the dealio? Hangman. Could be a third party situation for some of you. Oh. Now, if you don't have any hard evidence of that, then do not take that and run with it. But for some of you, there is a third party situation, or you strongly suspect that there may be, and you're seriously thinking about just completely abandoning this altogether. Emperor and the Empress, though, in the same. Some of y'all might have kids together. For the most part, so I don't see separation happening. I don't. I do feel like you kind of have one foot out the door, but I don't see separation happening. You're hanging around and just waiting for whatever's going to happen. Not taking any action. Yeah. just waiting for the future to happen, however it's going to happen. And that's building tension, building a lot of tension. Okay. Ooh, that's heavy. I wish I would have grabbed my damn sage bowl, dude. All right, whatever. Well, let's see how they feel about you. That was heavy right there, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. That pulled some nasty, heavy energy into the room. Wish I had some sage. Okay. Got everything all packed up now, man. So we are moving, by the way. We're in Las Vegas now. I've been in Las Vegas for 3 years now. We are moving to Chino Hills, California on Tuesday. So got everything all packed up and shit. And then got my sage, my incense, nothing, man. All right. What is with the hermit? What is with the hermit, dude? That hermit card keeps coming out. So yeah, this person is kind of isolated and withdrawn from you. Yeah, very emotionally unavailable and withdrawn from you. Maybe this person's just very emotionally immature. I feel, yeah, they're waiting for the same thing. They're waiting for this, for somebody to abandon this too. Or for some of you, they may be waiting on an opportunity to leave. Yeah, y'all are both mirroring each other, I think. I don't know what it is with this mirroring shit happening here. I think y'all both feel the same way about it. You're just kind of hanging around, waiting to see what's going to happen. They are too. You all are both expecting the worst case scenario. But neither of you are making any movement or taking any action. Okay. Wow, that was quick. Well, outcome and advice in the same spread. I think I've already seen the outcome. I don't see much happening, but let's just see. Yeah. Nope, not much of anything, honestly. Flat line. No change. What's the advice then? What is the advice? You need to make a final decision. A final decision. One way or the other. Devil card reversed. Yeah. Need to make a final decision. Either yes, I'm going to work on this, or no, I'm done with this. For those of you who want to work on this, here's the way it works. Okay. First of all, in order for a relationship to work successfully, two people have to agree to work on themselves. Period. Period. You know what the special ingredients for a successful relationship are, right? I work on me with you by my side. You work on you with me by your side. Now, the problem is nobody wants to do that. Because working on yourself sucks. It's not fun. It's not fun having to shed old belief systems that have kept me comfortable since I was a child. It's not fun to call myself out on my own bullshit and start changing the way that I think and the way that I look at things. It's not fun to admit to myself, that I have a character defect that I need to fix and actually start working on it. That sucks. It's really uncomfortable. It's not fun, but I'm telling you what, if you are dedicated to going inside and getting to work, you can make miracles happen in your life. Because I got news for you. And this is for everybody out there. I don't care who you are. If you are a human and you walk around on two legs on planet Earth and you don't think you have any inner work to do, you're the problem. Ain't none of us perfect. Oh, no. I'm not perfect. I'm a flawed human. And none of the other spiritual public figures on the internet are perfect either. There's a lot of them out there who pretend to be. Oh, no. None of us are perfect. We're all regular humans. Put our pants on one leg at a time. Got to wipe our ass when we take a doo-doo. We're all just regular humans, dude. And if you're a regular human, which we all are, you got work to do. So when it comes to a relationship, the first thing we got to have is a conversation. Okay? We got to have a conversation. All right. So we need to fix this. We need to work on ourselves. I got some things that I need to work on. You got some things that you need to work on. You know what? I'll be the bigger person. I'll go first and get to work on you. You're going to watch me. You don't have to believe me. Don't believe me. I kind of hope you don't. That fuels me to work even harder. Don't believe me. Just sit and watch. You're going to witness me evolve and transform into a different person, into a higher vibrational, more evolved version of myself as time rolls on. You know what happens most of the time when you do that? You inspire others to do the same. Most of the time, not all the time. Not all the time. Either A, the person that you're with will see that, be inspired by that, and follow suit, or the two of you will separate anyway, because the more you work on yourself, the more you are changing frequencies. And if you change frequencies and they don't, you will separate by way of universal law, and a new person will make their way into your life who does match the new frequency that you're moving to. So you have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. If you consider any person who is staying on a low frequency when you move to a higher frequency a loss, I don't know what to tell you. That is not a loss. There is no such thing as a loss. It's all in your perception. I've never lost anything. The only thing that's ever happened to me is the universe moves shit out of my way so it can bring me something better. That's not a loss. All right. Random freestyle advice. Oh, by the way, for those of you who don't want to do all that shit, just walk away. Done. Dun 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 dun. All right, random freestyle advice. Whatever advice Leo needs to hear the most about anything under the sun, don't matter what it is. Random freestyle advice. Bum, 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 bum. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Oh, you're going to love this one. Hang on. Okay. Hold up. Let me see what else comes through. Okay. Well, there's a couple of things here. Okay. A couple of different things. All right. So first things first. No matter who you are, no matter what your sign is, you have your strengths and your weaknesses. Every zodiac sign and every energy has challenges and obstacles that come along with the sign, with the element, and with the quality. Okay? So you are a fixed fire sign. I personally contend that whatever your sign is, it is up to you as an individual to overcome the challenges and the obstacles that come along with that energy. For example, if you are a cardinal sign, it's your responsibility to learn how to relax, be patient, and stop being so fucking pushy, and go with the flow. Stop being so persistent and pushy. If you are a mutable sign, it is your responsibility to learn how to put your fucking foot down and keep it there and dig your heels in the ground and not let nobody change your mind. If you are a fixed sign, it's your responsibility to learn how to be more flexible. I'm a fixed sign too. I'm actually your opposite. I'm an Aquarius. Mirror image reflections. So that's our responsibility as fixed signs. Learn to be more flexible. It's very uncomfortable. See, stubbornness can be your greatest asset or your biggest liability if you don't know how to channel that energy. I learned that when I was on the streets homeless. I was like, man, if I took the energy that I am taking and using to survive on these streets and I use that energy somewhere else, I can make fucking miracles happen, dude. First time I ever had that thought. Anyway, secondly, 99% of the time, well, I feel like it's 100%, but I'm just saying this to sound practical. Most of the time, you have no idea why the universe is doing what it's doing until after it's done. And it's like that on purpose. And if it's important enough The universe won't even tell a psychic why it's doing what it's doing because you would sabotage the path. If you had the slightest clue why you are where you are right now and what the universe has in mind for you in the future, you would sabotage the path. So the universe is not going to let you know. And we're all like that, dude. We are all like that. I tell you one thing. If you walked up to me 6 years ago and tried to hand me a deck of tarot cards and tell me to learn how to read these things because this is what I was going to do for a living, I would have said, put the fucking crack pipe down and check yourself into rehab. That is the stupidest fucking shit I have ever heard in my life. You would not catch me dead reading tarot cards on YouTube. That's the stupidest shit. I would have totally sabotaged the path. Completely sabotaged it. Completely. And that's just one little example. And I just use that example because it's so fitting. How many times have you taken a look back at something and went, oh, I'm glad I went through that. I'm actually glad that I went through that because now I wouldn't know how to handle this situation if I hadn't gone through that. How many times you done that? How many times you done that? Always refrain from judging a situation. Always. Something goes wrong, something unexpected, and this is hard. This is difficult. It's challenging. And matter of fact, here lately, I've had to really apply this advice to my own life. We've been going through a little bit of a struggle here over the past couple of weeks, finding a new house to move to and whatnot. And it's been very challenging. And I always got to take a step back and say, all right, then, universe, I don't know why you're doing this, but I'm trusting that you have a reason. And I'm trusting that one of these days I'm going to look back on this and it's going to make sense. Always do that. Here's what you do. In order to hack the matrix and play with certain timelines, here's what you do. Something bad happens. I want you to immediately picture yourself in the future. Immediately. Hook into that future version of yourself out there in the quantum field. And you're looking back on this thing that you're going through, and it makes sense. Do that. If some of you are going through something right now, like maybe you lost your job, or maybe your wife or your husband left you, or something, maybe your best friend stole something from you, whatever it is that you're going through, picture yourself in the future, looking back on this, smiling. I'm glad I went through that. Now that makes sense. Picture that. Create that feeling in here. Don't try to figure it out. Don't try to figure it out. And don't drive yourself nuts trying to make it happen. Just do that. Whatever you're going through right now, picture that future version of yourself. And you're looking back on your past self, which is you now, and you're smiling. It makes sense now. Now that makes sense. Just keep replaying that, and creating that feeling, Don't judge the situation right now. Don't do that, because here's what happens when we do that. What happens is you start building your identity around the trauma of the experience, and you start identifying with that trauma. So what usually ends up happening is a year later, instead of looking back and smiling and saying, I'm glad I went through that, a year later, you're looking back and saying, I am this way because this thing happened to me 12 months ago. And ever since that thing happened to me, I've been repeating one long, drawn-out emotional response, like Dr. Joe Dispenza says. So now I am this way. This is who I am now. That's hard to really be able to look back on something and see the deeper meaning behind why it actually happened if you built your identity around the trauma. Because the ego does not like letting go of its identity. It does not. So if I want to look back on something and actually see the true meaning behind why it really happened, and I've built my identity around the trauma, one of those things has to go. They are mutually exclusive. I can't be thankful for something that happened to me and still identify with my emotional triggers and my PTSD and claim to be a victim. I'm either glad that it happened or I'm a poor, pitiful little victim. Which is it? Okay. This is how you hack the matrix And this is how you jump timelines. I've been doing this since I lived under a bridge. It hasn't failed me yet. All righty. I feel like those were the messages that my Leo friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you for tuning in and playing along once again, y'all. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback y'all show me every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Y'all stay blessed.